What's up guys, it's Drac and this is a Nerf blaster. It's not a name brand Nerf blaster, it's one of those Chinaland knockoffs that I'm so fond of. Except this one is ridiculous. What is even going on with this blaster? So we've got a blue base and a translucent green body, complete with a fully adjustable like pop-up alienized scope up here. And then what's crazy is that it's got an on-off kill switch just like the barricade that came before it. As well as a single trigger, yet if we look down the barrel, you can see that it is a two-setup flywheel system, almost identical to like a Nerf flywheel system, which means that it's semi-auto, firing through this huge clear turret, which I've loaded up with 20 of the AK darts. So it is a 20 dart capacity, but the only indicator I have on this is that it's from Xuandong Huangying, which I'm sure is terribly mispronounced, but I know it comes from Chinaland. I know that because my good buddy Buff Daddy brought this down from Canada to Vlad's house so that I could work on it. And he originally got it through Taobao, which is like Chinaland eBay. This looks vaguely like Pac-Man over here. If Pac-Man was shooting a laser beam out of his mouth. The foregrip is exceptionally comfortable. The stock requires you to choke up on it, but blaster is huge. It's bigger than a Stampede. It's almost the size, or the length rather, of a Mastodon, but it's really, really cool. This whole front end from here forward reminds me of an MA5B from Halo, minus this whole sight in here. This reminds me of something Covenant, like whoever designed this toy played way too much Halo CE, but this is really, really cool. The performance of it, you can see, it takes it a second to rev up, and at about slightly angled shots, we're getting about 40-foot ranges. Now, the faster you fire, the slower it goes, because this is not an optimized blaster, but it is a ton of fun. I would love to just overhaul this thing and use it for really anything. Now these are of course integrated LEDs. There's 3 up top and 3 down below, and since the actual cylinder here is clear, those shine through. So as good as it looks right now, just as this wonky, wild, huge, what even is this blaster, it looks even better in the dark. So I'll bring it out and do a nighttime firing segment for you, but I absolutely love the overall aesthetic and feel of this blaster. It's crazy. It's the only Chinese blaster I've seen in a long time that seems to be based on absolutely nothing at all. They pulled this one straight out of their imagination, and that makes it extra, extra cool. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the flywheels, but I love this blaster. I wish I could point you in a direction to find one, but I've been waiting a year to get my hands on one, and I had to call in a few favors just to make that happen. So I really can't point you in the right direction, but this is a very cool blaster. It's very rare for the United States. I have one of very few that have made it stateside, but I'm sure that if you're over in Hong Kong, you could pick this up at any local flea market. Really cool blaster, huge handle, plenty of trigger. The switch is actually in a pretty conveniently located place. The battery is located in the back over here. I'm actually not going to pull it out, but it's a pack that's rechargeable and it's built in. Hasbro could learn a lot from that. I think that it's a LiPo pack, but it's like shaped and sized like a LiPo pack, but it has no balance leads coming out. So it's either a very dangerous LiPo pack, or more likely it's some sort of NiCad or NIMH battery. But let's take it out into the dark and show you what it looks like when it's lit up and glowing. It's really next level. So I couldn't wait to get this video out to you, so I wanted to just find a low light room in this house so I could show you that that's what the turret looks like at night. That is so very, very cool, guys. What do you think of this blaster? What should we call it? I don't think that it has a technical blaster name, and so like I'm trying to come up with something good. Like, I don't know. I'll probably just end up picking a Destiny Pulse rifle name, but this thing is awesome. Very, very neat.